Hi, everybody. This is the tutorial for Thursday, January 28th for periods 6 and 7 child development. So today in class, we filled out a morning check-in, and on there, you could put any question that you want as far as information about childbirth, prenatal development, pregnancy. Sky's the limit. There are no dumb questions. This is going to allow us to be a little more organized with an activity that we're going to do tomorrow. Pardon the bell. There we go. We're going to do this activity tomorrow where you can ask me any questions that you want and then I'll answer them just like as a fun Friday thing. So go ahead and fill that out. The place you can access it will be morning check-in at the very top of Google Classroom under what I need for class today. After we did that, I reminded everybody, please pick up your supplies. Let me know when you're coming. If you filled out the morning check-in yesterday, you could choose today, which is Thursday, tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, between 7:30 and 3 p.m. So if you already filled out the form, your supplies will be waiting for you. Make sure you don't leave the high school without them giving you a bag. Just have them call me. I will be here, and you can get your supply bag that way. So the next thing, baby pictures. Send me your baby pictures. Right now, I have 3 from 7th hour and 0 from 6th hour. So when you send them to me, you get extra credit. So you can send a baby picture and then a picture of you now so that we can use that for the Guess Who challenge that we'll do in a couple weeks. Today in class, we made sure that everyone was caught up with pages 4 through 8 in your interactive notebook. So if you have any questions on what to put on here, make sure you first access our unit slides. This is like your textbook for the class. And where you can find it is in Unit 1, right at the bottom. Unit 1 slides and curriculum, you have an electronic copy of the book. Also in your supply bag, I gave you a hard copy. So you have the textbook that you could have open and you could highlight and you could study from. After we did that, we went over the genetic gamble assignment. So if you go on Google Classroom under Unit 1, it's the very first folder, I believe. Yes. In there is a genetic gamble cheat. So this gives you all of the instructions and examples that you need. And then this is the document that you're going to fill out and turn in when you're finished. So we went over, excuse me, the basics. So you're creating a daddy monster and a mommy monster. Okay. So all you're going to do is put random shapes and answers in these boxes, similar to what I did on this example. So I gave dad a triangle face shape. I gave mom purple hair. I gave dad a widow's peak. I gave mom no widow's peak. I gave dad really close together eyes and so on. So this is random. This is just from your brain. We're going to create a baby monster. So you want to make it kind of funny. The next thing that you're going to do is the second page. This is where it gets a little tricky. So you can use dice if you have dice at home, or you can use from the cheat sheet. I gave you a YouTube video and you just hit play on it and then you hit pause randomly to see if you roll an odd or an even number. If you roll an even number, you are going to write big D in the box. That means dominant. If you roll an odd number, 1, 3, or 5, you're going to put a small r for recessive. Then that way you'll be able to go through using the cheat sheet if you get confused and figure out if the baby is going to have mom's gene, dad's gene, a combination of both, or neither. If you have one dominant and one recessive, the baby monster will have the dominant. If you have both recessive, it would be recessive. But if mom has a smooth chin and dad has a cleft chin and you roll recessive, you just make it up. As in the baby will have neither a cleft or a smooth chin. They're going to have something different because those two cancel each other out. If you have two dominants, then it would be a mixture of both. So for example, if mom has a circle face and dad has a triangle, maybe baby would have a rounded triangle face. And then you get to choose the baby's gender. So for class tomorrow, you have to have pages 1 and 2 done so that you can join us in drawing our baby monsters. Okay. If you have questions, just holler at me and I'll see you tomorrow.